is Dean Browning, the guy you're seeing in the picture, okay? Dean Browning is a former commissioner from Lee County, Pennsylvania. He's also a proud pro-life and proud Christian conservative, according to his bio. What Dean Browning is not, though, and we need to be clear about this to understand what follows in this story, is a gay black man. Dean Browning is not a gay black man. However, it was definitely strange when Browning claimed to be a pro-Trump, anti-Obama gay black man on Twitter in a comment he posted. And so the tweet that he had posted was this: I'm a black gay guy, and I can personally say that Obama did nothing for me. My life only changed a little bit, and it was for the worse. Everything is so much better under Trump, though. I feel respected, which I never do when Democrats are involved. Okay, well, you look at the picture in the account, right? And you see that guy, and that guy doesn't look like a gay black guy. He just doesn't. And so people were curious what was going on. And look, if you've been on Twitter at all, you know that there are sock puppet accounts, people pretending to be someone, some ethnic group, some sexuality, some whatever, when in reality it's just some Trump supporting white guy behind the computer screen, pretending to be something that he's not in order to spread propaganda that's supportive of their preferred politician. So that's what it appears happened here. It's just that Dean Browning forgot to switch out of his actual Twitter account into his sock puppet account in order to post that tweet. But the story gets weirder. John, I want to get your thoughts before I give you the twists and turns of the story.
Yeah, well, most of my thoughts are about the backpedal. So why don't you proceed with the explanation?
So it wasn't even a backpedal. He tried to pull a fast one on us by saying, regarding the tweet that is going viral from my account, I was quoting a message that I received earlier this week from a follower. Sorry if context was not clear. Trump received record minority votes and record LGBTQ votes. Many people won't say it vocally, but do in private. So Trump support among black voters did increase 4 percentage points from 2016. But to say that there's this like widespread support for Trump among black voters is ridiculous. Like, let's keep it real. But no, you're not quoting one of your followers. I think you're making that up. Because why wouldn't you just, I don't know, quote tweet the follower who said that?
Well, okay, so his response would be, it wasn't public because some people aren't comfortable. It was in private. So what I did was I took their private message and then just tweeted it out. But that's not what you did. And okay, so that would be ridiculous if that was the argument, but it's not. And let's say that, okay, it was okay to message what this person DM'd to you. Why did you just paste it in there? And even if you had used quotation marks, that wouldn't have made any sense. You don't just respond to someone by just quoting a paragraph of someone else who you're not going to identify. That doesn't make any sense. None of it makes any sense except what the obvious answer is, which is it was a sock puppet. And he's one of the very pervasive things on the right, which is pretending that you have support from communities that you don't by just making it up on Twitter. That's it. That's the only explanation that makes any sense.
Can we just go back to his picture? Like, look at the smile on this guy's face. He's so happy. He's so happy. I would like kill to see the look on his face once he realized he messed up and used the wrong account.
I don't know, that's happy, but it's also a little bit cringy. It's a little like, I just press entered without checking.
All right, well, look, the story gets even weirder. So within a few minutes of this post going viral and people realizing what was going on, a Washington Post journalist named Philip Bump pointed to a Twitter account, Dan Purdy 322, an account that actually started in October that responded to a bunch of Dean Browning's tweets, right? He was a frequent responder. And people quickly grabbed pictures of his interactions on Twitter because they seemed a little strange, right? First of all, the avatar is like a cartoon black guy. And then his tweets are pretty awful. I'm a gay black guy who doesn't like the way black women are treating this country. I'm black and gay and I live in a world, I live in that world now. Where do you live? My gay black ass will be the first in line on Tuesday when I re-elect Donald Trump. It goes on and on. I don't need to read every single one of these insane tweets. And here's an example of him responding to Dean Browning, where he wrote, what Trump built in 4 years, Biden will destroy in 4 months. Now that account has since been suspended. And let me give you some background info on how often this kind of stuff does actually take place on Twitter. So in October, Clemson University social media researcher Darren Linville told the Washington Post that he identified more than 24 Twitter accounts claiming to be black Trump supporters who gained hundreds of thousands of likes and retweets in the span of just a few days, sparking major doubts about their identities. Many used photos of black men from news reports or stock images, including one in which the text "black man photo" was still watermarked on the image. Like, they're so sloppy. Like, they're so sloppy. And by the way, the name Dan Purdy has also been linked to another suspended Twitter account, Soul Cookie 322, which had other names associated with it, including Patriarchy, meaning patriarchy, and White Goodman. And then in a video that has since been deleted, there was a man claiming to actually be Dan Purdy, saying that he is not a sock puppet. Here's the video.
Hey guys, my name is Dan Purdy, and I am indeed a gay black man. The message that you saw on Dean's Twitter was posted. I don't actually know how it was posted, but I did send it to him because I had a problem with how people of my race and sexual persuasion are treating Donald Trump. I don't have a problem with Donald Trump on those levels, and I don't understand why so many pretend to. Donald Trump has never done anything to hurt me, either as a gay man or as a black man, nor has he done anything to hurt anybody in the 4 years that he's been in office, because he hasn't had time to. So what's the big deal? I sent that message to Dean. Dean accidentally posted it somehow, and that's the end of the story. No, he's not a sock puppet. No, I'm not a bot. I hope you understand.
Okay, all right, so it seems like case closed. Maybe Dan Purdy was really that guy, and we can all move on. Wasn't a sock puppet, except more twists and turns, more. The man in the video and Dan Purdy's Twitter avatar look terrifyingly similar to a man named William Holt, also known as Bill Holt, who, in a bizarre twist, is Patti LaBelle's adopted son. What? So let's take a look at this next picture. There's a picture of Patti LaBelle posing or in the picture with this guy, the guy that we just saw in that video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually didn't know about that development. Okay, like the message that he gave is fine. He can be real or whatever. It's a ridiculous thing to say. He hasn't hurt anybody because he hasn't any time or whatever. Okay, fine, you can believe that. Lots of people believe things that are absurd. And yes, sometimes people are too quick to label things as bots, which again is not what people were saying. They were saying it was a thing that we have demonstrated is a thing, which is sock puppet accounts to pretend you have support from communities that you don't. But even what he said there doesn't really make sense. So he seems to be saying, oh yeah, and I guess he sort of somehow accidentally posted it. But no, he already said he did it on purpose. He just didn't add the context necessary. So that guy's statement isn't even in line with the explanation that was given by that politician.
I think it's hilarious that there's so much like lunacy and so many incompetent people on the right. It should never be difficult to beat someone like Donald Trump. It should never be difficult to help people understand the type of propaganda these buffoons engage in, because they engage in it so sloppily. But the story is just hilarious. I love that, behind this avatar that purports to be a black man is really this, jovial white guy who used to be a local politician in Alabama, and he was just too forgetful. Poor guy, too forgetful to switch from his real Twitter account to his burner Twitter account, to his sock puppet account.
Yeah.
Poor Dean Browning.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.